Hey everyone, it's Tommy from the Goalie Network, and today we're looking at X-Blades. Now you're probably pretty familiar with the concept of X-Blades already, and that's that the higher steel allows you a better attack angle at which to make strong lateral pushes. So for example, if you're in your butterfly position and the puck squirts out to one of your sides and you need to scoot on over, this will actually allow you a much stronger push in order to get over there. So let me give you an example using my 9K skates. Here's my 9Ks. And these right here have the X-Blades, okay? So you can already see that they're much higher, and it's about 1/4 of an inch or 1 centimeter for you Canadians out there. And if you're in your butterfly, they're obviously going to be flat. Now, if you want to make that lateral push, you're going to need to lift your leg up a little bit, make that push and get over. But you obviously don't want to lift your leg too much, or else that puck might squirt through the 5-hole if you have a pretty adept shooter. So what X-Blades attempts to do is actually give you a little bit more height, which decreases the angle that you need to make that push. So with these, you're making about a 45-degree angle, and over here you're making about a 39-degree angle. So you're getting about 6 more degrees of clearance, as you can see here. The less you have to pick up your knee, the less space they have to shoot through. Now, X-Blades does something a little bit different than what their competitors do as well. And I think this is an extremely innovative approach. So, if you can see here on the video, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it or not, but there's a small lip that actually makes it concave on each side of the blade. What that allows it to do is there's an extra 3 degrees of clearance that gives it a much better push. So, it digs into the ice, let's say, for example, your foot is like this, you're about to make that push. Your blade is actually digging into the ice at a different angle than what you're pushing at. The skate is at this angle, you're actually digging into the ice at a 3-degree more angle. So what that allows you to do is get a much stronger push over. Now, when I've used these skates, and there's actually a couple videos out there on my YouTube channel where I'm wearing the X-Blades, I definitely felt a much stronger push. It was very interesting to feel when I first got out there because it is a much different cut than I'm used to. You have to go to their website and make sure that you're getting the right cut. So for my 1/2 inch cut, I actually had to go to a 3/4 inch cut. And that allowed me, approximately the same amount of bite. And, I had a lot of success out there if you watch my videos. And I'll link you below so you can see them. So if you watch my videos where I'm wearing the X-Blades and you compare them to the videos where I'm not wearing them, you can actually notice that my shuffling and my sliding is a little bit different. And I really felt that that improved my pushes. So I actually take a little bit of a portion out of that drop-in video where I'm able to use the X-Blades to their full capacity, making sure that I'm getting a good angle, a strong push, and it was really interesting to feel that there actually is a difference. Now that said, I did have a couple concerns moving to the X-Blades. Now, of course, the biggest concern is going to be weight. The X-Blades are very heavy, and that's compared to the stock steel, which is, relatively light, but when you get something this massive, it's obviously going to increase the weight. However, when I was out there in my videos, I didn't feel a difference at all. When I first got out there, I felt a little slower, perhaps, for like the first 5 minutes, and then after that I felt like, I was just on my stock steel again as far as weight goes. But I had a much stronger bite, and my sliding was much more fluid. Now a quick tip about the X-Blades. You have to make sure you take care of them. So in my stock steel here, the only place that really has any rust is along the screws, where you can't really get a cloth. However, the X-Blades, if you don't take care of them, they will rust up, especially along the bottom edges. It's almost, it's not completely rust, but there are a lot of rust spots. So you have to make sure that you're drying them very, very well. If you don't, and you go out there the next time, because these can actually keep, for me, 3-4 weeks, which is probably, 10 times of playing, something like that. I like to keep them pretty sharp. But if you're not taking care of them and they rust up, they're only going to last one time. So I need to go get these sharpened again because I didn't get them dry enough. So that's one thing you want to make sure when you're putting these on. Make sure that they're dry, and make sure that you're going to dry them off after every single game. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the X-Blades. Take a look at my videos where I'm using them. You can see that there's definitely a benefit to them. And hopefully I'll see you around the goaliecrease.net, and we'll see you there. Thank you.